How strong is Big Mom? Warning, this video will contain some manga events that you might have not known if you're an anime only, so I want to give you guys a warning because I want to respect you guys. I used to be an anime only when I first started One Piece way back in the days. I started jumping into the manga, and I might make a video how to get into the manga for anime onlys, and maybe in a couple weeks. I'm not too sure if you guys want the anime onlys, but stay tuned for my next video. That's probably won't be no manga spoilers. And I definitely want to say this, yo, the YouTube's been kind of crazy, so join notification. We got a Piece Only Lasagna. Let's try to get a couple likes too, because your YouTube is definitely trying to, like, it's becoming very broken, so definitely want to say that. But let's get to the video. No more talking, it's time, yo. Big Mom. I'm gonna keep it real right now. Big Mom might be one of the most hated characters in One Piece. Like, I'll be honest, I'm shocked because I love Big Mom, yo. I'll be honest, Big Mom is hype, yo. When I see her, she's definitely scary. Her power, her strength, her intimidation. Now, she does have some personalities where, like, people don't like that whole situation where she acts kind of not the most intelligent character, but honestly, Big Mom seems like a beast to me, and she's been really spotlighted in this arc, and that's what I think. A lot of times when you see a character of that top tier level get a lot of shine, you have crazy expectations. So we're seeing Big Mom seen in a different light, because usually it's the Yonkos are seen in a crazy light that we'll never get to see them because they're so powerful. But now getting a Yonko arc, I think it's crazy. Like, Whitebeard also did make a lot of how do I say this, expectations, because Whitebeard was a monster in Marineford, but Big Mom has been a monster too, man. Her design, maybe a lot of people don't like that, but this is not talking about that. We're not talking about who loves her, we're not talking about who hates her. We're truly talking about how powerful she is. So it's gonna be an unbiased video. I love the character, but I'm not gonna have that in my affected when it comes to judging her strength. You guys know characters I love, I a lot of times don't give them enough respect. People say, yo, you hate Zoro. I'm like, Zoro's my sixth favorite character. So definitely no more talking, let's get to it. Big Mom time. Now, this actually happened in the manga recently, but this kind of made me understand the exactly raw strength of Big Mom, because we've seen Monkey D. Luffy, the main character, go to characters like Doflamingo and hit him with a Kong gun and send him flying across pretty much Dressrosa. And then we had Cracker, who Cracker's biscuits were incredibly strong. Cracker's biscuits, one of them were stronger than Gear's second Luffy, base Luffy. So to see Cracker's biscuit get destroyed by a Kong gun, it just shows you how devastating Kong gun the attack actually is. Not no King Kong gun, but it's still a monster's attack. So to see Big Mom just arming Haki her arms, her hands, I don't know if it was her forearm, and just simply block you with not even a named attack, just a simple block. You know you're a monster when you don't even use a named attack. That's what I've been telling people. So Big Mom just simply blocking her with her arm to a Kong gun, yeah, that character's strength is not something you should make any light of. Sheesh. I remember when I first saw Big Mom's introduction in the Fishmine Island arc, and when she first heard Luffy's name, she brought up Monkey D. Garp, and this is when I first thought that Big Mom was a monster, because Monkey D. Garp, yes, he's very known, he's the most he's a hero of the Marines, the strongest Marine, but he was going at it with Gold D. Roger, and the fact that Garp was going at it with Gold D. Roger back in the day, it made me think, did Big Mom have clashes with Garp? Because a lot of people tell me, it's what I see a lot of people in the comment section, they say old Garp was Yonko level, they say old Garp could kill Akainu at Marineford. If old Garp is this strong, from people in the comment section, a prime Garp fighting Big Mom back in the day would make me look at Big Mom with a lot of respect. So that's why I just wanted to bring this up. Now, when Big Mom first showcased this rage attack, she wanted that food. I think it was creme brulee, that's what she wanted, and they couldn't find it, and she was going crazy. Like, the way when she stood on the ground was cracking. That's how powerful she was. She was climbing buildings so quickly. She was devastating, and to see her actually reveal her fruit ability so early, it was shocking. The Soro no Mi, basically she could take away some of your soul, your lives. That's crazy, and she did it to her own son. Now, they do have to be scared for her to take it, so that's very interesting. But not just her taking it, she's putting it into different animals, different objects, just different things, and now that's crazy, because the homies are her main attacks. The homies are the hype when it comes to Big Mom's versatility and her abilities. Now, the three main homies, yes, it might sound weird me saying the homies, yeah, I gotta do what I gotta do, but the three main homies is Zeus when it comes to electricity, kind of the Enel. She has Enel on one of her arms, and then she has Prometheus, who is kind of Ace on one arm. So she has Enel, which she actually can change the weather, environmental change, and Prometheus, the destruction, the flames on both her arms. And that's not even her dangerous weapons, that's just her destructive capability. In my opinion, the So Zeus and Prometheus is her destructive capability, but her main weapon when it comes to devastation power is her hat called Napoleon, her sword. And Big Mom is an amazing swordsman user. Yeah, well, Big Mom the greatest swordsman. I'm just joking, yo. We gotta respect Mihawk, but still, she's been whipping that sword around, yo. It's crazy. Now, a fight in which a lot of people were disappointed in Big Mom. I think I know the reason why they're disappointed, but was Brook, Soul King Brook versus Big Mom. You know, it's Brook and his powers, Big Mom and their powers. It kind of is a counter clash, and it kind of reminded me of Enel and Luffy back in Skypiea, where Luffy was kind of the counter to Enel with rubber to electricity. But the thing is, Brook, with all of his advantages in this actual battle, it's my explanation of it. He had so many advantages in this battle, but the fact that Big Mom is such a Yonko, she pretty much easily dealt with Brook. She was sleeping with Brook. That's how crazily easily she dealt with him. But I do want to give some respect to Brook because of his abilities. He was able to damage Zeus and Prometheus for the first time. Nobody has ever damaged Zeus and Prometheus, showcasing how powerful Big Mom has been doing lately in the whole story. And to have Brook be the first person, I gotta give some respect to the Soul King. Now, Big Mom's flashback kind of gave us a good feeling of, oh yeah, we should stop downplaying Big Mom, because at the age of 5, they're kind of hyping up her strength at the age of 5 years old. Now we see characters like Luffy, Ace, Sabo, ASL, they are doing some cool stuff, but Big Mom at 5 years old, younger than Luffy, Ace, and Sabo in the ASL flashback, was killing bears with one strike. She was petting a bear and then she killed it. She was breaking giants' bones when she just patted a mosquito on his back. She broke a giant's bones, and she was killing legendary giants. Yes, that 300 years old giant she killed, and she even went on a rampage where she killed many armed giants, warriors of Elbaf. Yeah, when her mother Caramel, I call her Mother Caramel, said that Big Mom might be able to become a fleet admiral at the age of 5, that's something that you can never downplay, and this kind of gave us a huge new respect for Big Mom. No, though a lot of people did hate Big Mom at 5 years old because of what she was doing. She was just a kid, to be honest. I didn't really take it serious, but she is a monster. Now, something that I saw they talk about really early on in the actual story, not early on in the story, but so this is kind of a day 1, chapter 1 thing. Okay, it is early on in the story. Gold D. Roger, the Pirate King. In a sense, I believe that Gold D. Roger is the strongest character in One Piece of all time. That's how much respect I have for Gold D. Roger. I do think in the future, Monkey D. Luffy will surpass Gold D. Roger at the end of the story, but that's going to be a long way from now. But in my opinion, he's the strongest character of all time. Void Sentry, all that stuff. But Gold D. Roger was sneaking around Big Mom's territory 20 years ago. It makes us think, whoa. Big Mom in her prime, when she was about 20 years old to 48 years old, we saw 2 pictures of her and she looked completely different. This might have been her prime days, and the fact that even like Roger would respect her, definitely, I think that Big Mom has been a monster for like, at least at 5 years old, she was hyped up, and for like at least 40 years, she's been considered a top tier pirate in the One Piece story. So gave me a newfound respect for Big Mom here. Now, some minor things I want to quickly go over. I'm not going to talk about this stuff for a long time. Well, she gave Big Father, yes, Capone's ultimate defense, a big old whooping. And this is crazy because that's attack. Big Father is known for his defense, but Big Mom pretty much made it look like, yeah, Capone was about to take an L. Simple. And then we have a embarrassment of the Vinsmoke family. And I don't think they should be embarrassed because Big Mom's a Yonko, is what you should expect, but it truly is an embarrassment. Judge Vinsmoke tried to hit a spear at Big Mom, and she one-shotted him easily. Top 5 Judge Vinsmoke took an L. We also know that Ichiji, not Ichiji, Niji and Yonji both went to fight Big Mom, and they both took L's. She was carrying them like rag dolls. This should show the superhumans of Vinsmokes could not handle the monster known as Charlotte and Big Mom. But honestly, I think the most important thing when actually judging Big Mom's strength, her power, is her actual sword attack. She used kind of attack that was kind of reminiscent to Dory and Broggy when they used it in Little Garden. Elbaf spear, and the devastation of this attack, the shockwaves went across Whole Cake Island to the sea, and it kind of reminded me when Kaido used his weapon to hit his own crew member, and the crew member went flying across the island. This would kind of remind me of one slash took out 1/3 of King Bomb. This attack was so devastating, and that's why I told people, like, Napoleon is her main weapon, and if any of the strides got hit with that attack, I think it's sayonara, yo. Shout out to the Ippo ending. Now, I do gotta talk about something that a lot of people use to put down Big Mom and her power and her strength. Actually, a lot of people use this to say that she was the weakest Yonko, because Big Mom states that if she had the ability of her daughter, her daughter named Lola, if we met at Thriller Bark, if her daughter Lola Thriller Bark married the Prince of Elbaf, that she could have took out Shanks, Kaido, and even Whitebeard. What does this mean? People tell me even Whitebeard. Does this mean that Big Mom was like couldn't take out all these other Yonkos, especially Whitebeard? And this is how my whole thought process goes with this. Shanks and Kaido are Yonkos, so they're definitely, we know the Yonkos are all in like an equal territory in a sense of each Yonko cannot take out another Yonko because there's definitely a power struggle. So it didn't surprise me that she said about Shanks and Kaido. But the people told me, what about Whitebeard? She said even Whitebeard. Why was she hyping up Whitebeard so much? Well, this is what I tell you guys right now. Big Mom was back in the old era. I keep on telling people she's 68 years old. She's around the same age as Whitebeard. So Big Mom in her prime, around 48 years old or 45, 20, 30, she was battling probably with Whitebeard for the strongest title. And Whitebeard, we all know he's the strongest man in the world. Is there a reason why they name him the strongest man in the world, not the strongest human in the world? Maybe because Big Mom is the strongest female in the world at that time. But I do think that Big Mom and Whitebeard is the strongest pirate, and he was stronger than Big Mom just by a little at that time. Maybe not a little, but like he was stronger than Whitebeard. Whitebeard in his prime is a monster. He was equal with Goldie Rogers. So you definitely understand why Big Mom said and even Whitebeard, because Big Mom remembers Whitebeard mostly in his prime, in my opinion. And quickly, Kaido. Big Mom stated that Kaido, that thing, you could not defeat Kaido, that thing, to Luffy, saying that. And a lot of people thought that, whoa, does this mean that confirmation that Kaido is stronger than Big Mom? Now this is how my whole take on it. Kaido is the strongest creature alive. So just judging by that statement, we could say that Kaido is the strongest character right now in the story alive physically. But what Big Mom is kind of saying is that Kaido is not a human. This is kind of the whole sense of what people are saying. Kaido's a monster. And we know Kaido has taken many defeats to the Yonko and the Navy Marines. Big Mom might have been one of those Yonkos that defeated Kaido but just couldn't kill him. Even with her hacks ability, the Soro no Mi, taking lives away, she couldn't take him out. So that's just my thoughts on the process. Because Big Mom is a monster herself. But you're probably thinking, I mentioned all these topics, just spit it out. How strong is Big Mom? Pause on that. Well, this is how strong I truly think Big Mom is. Sanji and Capone hyped up her arm and haki pretty much, calling her an iron balloon. Her skin was impenetrable, like you couldn't get it through her unless they used that Mother Caramel picture breaking. Her Conqueror's haki was able to break buildings and even break weapons explosions. That's what ruined Capone's plan. And honestly, exploding them, to be honest, that was pretty epic. I do not think that Big Mom is the weakest Yonko. Yes, I think it's confirmed that Big Mom is not the weakest Yonko, but I believe that she's the top 5 strongest character in the story right now. The things that she's been showcasing in the story, I'll be honest with you, maybe because of the hype of Whole Cake Island and seeing a Yonko firsthand, but a lot of people always tell me you need to use feats. You need to use feats to defend, to see how strong a character is. Well, Big Mom has been showing nothing but feats in this Whole Cake Island arc, so I definitely believe that she is a top 5 strongest character. Now, I'm not gonna say which number, but that's all I'm gonna say because this Big Mom is hype for me. Like and share if you enjoy, like and share only if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more One Piece content. I'm the Legend Mac, and I'm gone.